Hello and welcome to part 7 of Shadowrun Excommunication. This is our little tromp. We're just going to coin that phrase.
That's just trauma bonding romp.
Trauma bonding romp through the Sixth World. As a note, we are using Anarchy, which I don't have with me right now, but that's okay. Thank you. Anarchy is the alternate rule set for 5th edition Shadowrun. It's an easier kind of a starter, jump in and get going version of Shadowrun. We were using this because we're all new to Shadowrun and we're very excited to learn it. We've been excited to play it and it's really helped us to get in. But we've also infused some of Sixth World as well. And some of the elements in there, some of the weapons and some of the extra added rules that come with Sixth World. I will say that we also have done some homebrewing of the rules, and some we've just gotten wrong. And so just bear with us as we all live together. Be kind in the comments. But yeah,
it's all a rule of cool, baby.
Ruling of cooling. Just like thumb upping, we're just coining phrases all over the place. The Pledge Manager for Shadowrun Takedown is also live right now. Check that out. You can head to, the Pledge Manager is where? BackerKit. So head to BackerKit, put in Shadowrun Takedown or Catalyst Game Labs, and you will find the BackerKit for that. It's an awesome board game based in the Shadowrun universe, and you'll enjoy that. Our giveaway for tonight, we're going to do a Shadowrun prize pack. So it's going to be a bunch of different things in a box, and to win that, instead of Excommunication, we are going to do Exoneration, which I'm going to try and spell.
Go ahead, yeah.
Hang on, let me.
You got it.
Honor EXHONORATION.
You just add an H?
Yeah, I don't know
did
about
you?
the H.
You did no exoneration?
There's no exoneration.
Probably shouldn't use that word. It has 2 spellings. The British version and
Oh, come on now. Yeah, we can't confuse everybody. We're going to have to redo that.
Oh, dang. Okay, so what's the code word? What do you guys want to use?
Glorp.
It has to be a new one?
Yeah.
GLORP, Glorp.
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 Glorp. It's definitely
GLORP in the chat. If you add it more than once, we're going to do that from now on.
Yeah, Glorp.
Glorp it is.
So much
Not necessarily Glorp, just like everybody just choose a fun term. That's what we should do.
Yeah.
Anyways, but for this one, it's Glorp. GLORP in the chat. More than once you will be disqualified for your chances to win a Shadowrun gift pack. After this episode airs, make sure that you tune into the Catalyst Game Labs YouTube channel because we'll be doing an after show where the team kind of digs into the rules, finds out the behind the scenes information about this set, and actually where we pulled certain rules from, what we maybe got wrong, what we homebrewed, and all of that sort of stuff. We have some fun guests joining us in the next 2 episodes, which you'll find out about in a little bit. And if you like what you see today, please consider subscribing, thumb upping, following, and sharing. And without further ado, for the 7th time this season, let us venture into the shadows. All right. Last we left you all, you tied up a bunch of loose ends, both from a story and a narrative perspective, as well as taking care of some housekeeping things. You went to Daktari, who was gracious enough to heal some of your internal dermal plating, as well as provide some information about potentially how to do that in the future. And you were able to get some blow pops and some fake tattoos.
Flirtation I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, there was some flirtation there. It was an interesting episode. You also did a bunch of preparation for your upcoming mission out to Russia to find out where this top secret installation research facility, which seems to contain a bunch of secrets, information, some answers finally to maybe what has been going on and what led you to where you are. Off screen, we met with our very favorite French-Canadian Frenchie, who told you he was going to get you a luxury ride, but it ends up being a cargo plane that happens to have a bunch of kind of cargo and goods that he has to ship to Russia anyways, and so he put you on that ship. So it's more of like a military kind of open cargo plane with seats.
It's still private.
It's still private.
Not
It's
the
very
private plane we thought.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not the private jet you thought. It is absolutely a private flight.
Yeah.
Just you and the pilot.
Can we rummage through that cargo?
Yes, absolutely. So as you sit in the back of this plane, as it rumbles, and you are heading towards certain something, we don't know what that is yet, whether it be certain revelation or certain death, we'll find out. But as you head that way, it is a bit of a long flight. If there's anything that you want to do during that time, now is your kind of opportunity to do that, other than just rest and recuperate and prepare for the time ahead. The time is yours.
Well, I'm drinking because I haven't been on a flight in 75 years. I hate this shit. And smoking.
And so you're white-knuckled
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And visibly so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not completely hacked in, but I'm trying to find out any information, any public information on Blaze's history. I want any public records that have his birthplace, his parentage.
Sure.
I mean, we already know one
Sure.
thing about his parents, but I want
Are you looking for again surface information, user level information, or admin level information?
I mean,
or do you want to start somewhere and then we can dig deeper if we want to?
let me start somewhere and then we'll dig deeper.
Okay.
But
so
that's still only one hacking test, right? Or do they need to do 2 hacking tests?
depends on how well you do. I'll give you the information if you want to go deeper because you didn't successful the next time. We can try.
Word. Okay.
Let's start basically at a cursory glance. Unfortunately, you don't have his government name. You don't have his original name. All you have is his alias, which is Blaze. So that's going to be a little difficult from a cursory glance perspective. If you want to get user level, we'll do a hacking check, and then we'll see where you go from there. And then just make sure you add your hits to your Overwatch score.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus another 1.
Wow.
Because of my analytical mind. That's another 2. I keep forgetting that one.
At least once an episode, we
Yeah,
use the
at
dice.
least once.
That has to be
I
at
just,
least
once.
once.
look, it's Trigger's
Anjali
thing. She
has
just
to-
likes to yeet dice everywhere. She likes to be Dice Santa. Right. All right. So. Close. Jesus Christ. Phew. Right, okay, still okay. And I get to reroll 2 because of, reroll 3 because I upgraded my exploit. Woof! That was fucking terrible. That's 4.
4. With 4 successes, I would say at a user level, you're having a hard time finding any information on
Great,
it.
can I go in?
Sorry?
Can I go in then? Can I do another roll to go in?
You can try absolutely again to dig a little deeper and try and gain admin access. At this point, again, he has a fake SIN. You don't know what his birth name is. All you know is Blaze.
Do we
You
have
don't know where
anything
he's
of
from.
his?
I'm trying to think, and I say to Sithin, are you, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to learn something about him. I mean, we've talked an awful lot, and that young man didn't talk one bit until we lost him.
He did not like to divulge a lot of information, but we've all been on comms together. So is there any information we can gather from having shared comms? Any backtracking we can do from there?
Yeah,
At least
so
we'll start from.
I would say from a user perspective,
Like, am I able to help?
Yeah. All you can get is at the user level. All you really got was anything tied to his alias. And so, and especially in the Shadowrun network,
Yeah,
you
that's
found
not
out how to
helpful.
contact him, what his maybe
Yeah,
his
yeah.
rates are, some of the jobs he's done, his kill account,
I
that
really
kind of
just
thing.
want to find out where he's from.
Yeah.
Now, boss, I
Okay.
might offer you something. We divulged our information amongst ourselves willingly.
No, I know. I'm not looking for secrets. I'm just looking for where he's from. That's all I'm looking for, I promise.
How do you know
Obviously,
that's
I'm
not
not
a
the one.
secret? Maybe he wanted to keep that a secret.
Well, right now we're
secret or
trying to
not,
save his life.
Right now, exactly. So we got to start from somewhere. I mean, this isn't with the intention of like snooping around where our noses
Well, we
don't
have time
belong.
to kill.
All right.
I mean, unless anybody else has any ideas, but I think we got to start
Yeah.
somewhere.
You go ahead and you can help by doing
Yeah,
the same.
Please help, because obviously
I will help.
So you
this
can do
is
a tasking, sure.
Yep.
How you
3,
doing,
4,
kid?
5,
Oh
6,
my
7,
God, these
8.
How
guys,
you
I don't
doing?
like you today.
How am I
I
doing?
don't like you at all.
In my own space.
Thank you.
I'll approach you in a sec.
You both.
And you can go ahead and add 6 too.
Thank
Wow.
you. Okay, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Wow, at the mid level. Make sure that you add 8 to your Overwatch score as well as whatever you got for
Yeah,
the-
that's fine.
for
But
the
we
user.
already we discussed that there was that there's a cleanup on the god score. Don't mind me. I've written things down in a lot of different places.
No worries.
Okay.
All right. You
So what do we
actually,
got?
yeah, you actually find out his government name with an 8 hacker level. I don't know what that is, so I will get that information to you.
Yeah, well, also, I
Um,
don't think that that's
But
necessarily.
he is right
something
here
that-
from Seattle,
He's from Seattle.
where you were.
Is there any?
Born and raised.
Is there any indication that he might? Are there any medical records? I don't know. I'm half in, half out with this accent. Are there any medical records with him at the Trillium Biotech facility
For Blaze?
for Blaze?
No.
Okay.
No. But you gain further kind of insight into the fact that he is kind of known for going off the handle
Well, that's
and
Yeah.
and causing damage ahead of when. And you learned that in the one
Yeah.
shot at
Yeah.
San Diego, right?
and yeah, and he
You kind of
even
learned
he
that
even
he-
told us that.
He even told us, yeah, and he doesn't feel bad about it. That's just
No,
that's
that's
what
who
he
he
feels he does. That's what he feels he's supposed to.
And did we find out who his parents were?
No.
All right.
Are we able to get that information knowing where he's from and
Sure.
around the time that this happened, if there's medical records where like 2 were deceased?
The reason I'm asking,
Sorry, I would say yes. You do know who his parents are. With an 8, I would say absolutely. You will learn.
any reason to believe that they might have been in any kind of all of the stuff that Evo is attached with.
Yeah.
Any connections to Evo that they might have had, anything. I'm trying to see if Blaze in any way, shape, or form might have been also targeted.
By Evo?
He was absolutely involved in the destruction of an evil facility.
All right.
About 5 years ago.
All right, that's excellent.
And there may be a connection with Torin, and that's what they were talking about. That
Right,
happened.
that happened. Great, thank you. I'm just trying to piece things together right now. And what happened to your family? I'm trying to see if there might be some connection to where our Blaze is. After all, I still don't believe that your son is gone. I don't. And if they're taking mages for different reasons, if they're taking Blessed, I'm spitballing here. I'm just trying to find a reason that the rest of you might have been involved. You already know what my problem is.
Do you
Fair
think they're
enough.
taking mages? But that can't just be it.
Well, no, but I'm going to a research facility for something. I don't know what the research is.
Well, What was his involvement? Like, how do you know when his involvement was
Which who?
with Blaze?
Blaze?
Yeah,
5 years ago, I said, yeah.
5 years ago.
He did a job.
Is there anything that we could see from 5 years ago that would come up with anything that happened in Evo, like anything big in the paper?
I'm sure plenty of big things happened with Evo. Let's
But specifically
Nothing within
5
the
years
last
ago,
5 years.
Nothing at
Nothing
as she's like waving
Yeah.
as she's waving her delicious blow pop. She's been high on sugar for like
this
the
whole
last
entire time.
Yeah,
this whole
she's
entire
just
time.
been eating blow pops.
I don't
and-
know. I've never had a watermelon, but I
You like 'em,
I
She's
yeah?
been
really
eating
like
them
them.
and swallowing the gum the entire time.
I knew you would like them.
She is never going to
I
have an
don't get the
ulcer because
point.
there's going to be a protective layer of gum in
Yeah.
her stomach.
That's right.
I don't get the point of something you're supposed to chew and not swallow. It's food, right? It's food.
I don't know how many times I have to talk to you about
Yeah.
long-term mouthful entertainment.
Oral fixation. It was a thing back in the day.
It's you chew it, you savor it.
I feel like you all are fucking with me.
No, I'm not. I swear.
Gum is a thing you chew and don't swallow,
Correct.
but it's food.
You spit it out when you're
But you
done.
don't-
You're not
It's
supposed to
actually
swallow it.
food. It's more like, entertainment for your mouth.
A hobby. Keep your mind busy.
So that's a
try it.
hobby that
Just-
keeps your mind busy.
Just try
Yeah.
it try it once.
Yeah.
See what happens. Just try it once. See what happens.
Not swallowing gum.
Not swallowing the gum. Chew it for like 5 minutes. Not that long.
I'll try. I don't know. I've eaten like 6 of these already.
Fucking God.
You hear the pilot yell out, 30 minutes till
Oh.
landing.
Crap.
I'm going to be sick.
Frayne has been. Is there from where we are? Is there a window to look out from, or is it all concealed?
Back here it's all concealed.
Okay, then he's as if he's looking out.
You can go up to the cockpit if you want, but yeah.
No. He's kind of like at the end of the cargo hold, looking out past where we entered from, knowing that we had to leave behind the vehicle that we have been traveling in. And
Oh, wow.
with his drone still on him and the upgrades that he's implemented, lost in thought, looking back to where we had been. In his mind, remembering these images of the dream of being in the water and how warm it felt and how comforting it felt. And then cutting from that to when some of his companions jumped into the matrix or into the astral plane, went inside of his car, inside of him. Back into the water, the warmth, the comfort. That must be what you feel like when you're in the womb. Cut back to people that he's learning to trust. Unconscious. Their bodies inside of him. Their consciousness somewhere else. He realizes, in a very strange way, that might be the closest thing to motherhood he could ever get to. And that is back there. And with that, he shakes out of it, walks to Rio. Sits down next to where you are having your cigar and your drink. Hey, Pops.
Son?
Never smoked one of those before in my life.
Boy, it's a nasty habit. You want to try?
I would. Can we can you teach me what that's about, and can we just sit here in silence for a couple moments?
First you cut it. Then you light it. This is important. Don't inhale. Don't keep it in there. You let it swish around in your mouth. Taste it. Blow it out.
How do I do that exactly?
Oh, easy, son. Easy.
And then you see him lean back like a mirror image to how you're sitting as he takes a puff exactly when you do, every single time.
How do you breathe without inhaling?
As the plane lands, the shake of it, you kind of hold on. You weren't expecting it. It pops you kind of back into reality as to why you're where you are and what potentially is imminently in front of you. As it comes to a stop, the back door kind of opens up and the ramp lowers, and immediately you are struck by cold. There is gusty wind. You see flurries and snow outside, something that you're not totally used to in the sixth world of Seattle. Maybe alien to some of you who have never been outside of Seattle or ever run outside of Seattle.
So I definitely prepared a Frenchies
Yes.
for this because I knew where we were going.
Sure.
Been here, where
Sure.
I knew where we were going.
Yeah.
And you see her as we land.
Yeah.
You see her pull out some sunglasses. Pop them on. I think it's the glare from the sun on the snow. It's just something.
Good on you, boss.
Right. Well, where we want to begin?
Did you say you had a?
I have the
Contact
coordinates
here.
to the
Coordinates.
facility, but I
Your
suspect
friend
we
is
want
a
to find-
Do you
village?
have a friend, a contact here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I most
And
certainly
as
do.
you say that, out from kind of the flurrying snow walks a figure towards the back of the plane. And at this time, I would like to welcome to the table Emily Swallow from little shows like The Mandalorian and SEAL Team. Come on and join us.
Yeah.
There's the
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome, Emily.
Oh.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This is the first time Emily has played a TTRPG ever.
Wow.
And she is
Ever.
very brave to jump in and roll dice with us for the first time.
Well,
I'm very
literally.
excited. Thank you. All right. As you kind of walk towards the plane, what does everybody on board see?
They see something magnificent. I am a puce color, I would say, about 8 feet tall.
Ooh.
I have two tusks that stick out. One is a little bit longer than the other one. I don't see so well. My eyes sometimes get very irritated by all the snow that we have here in Russia, and I wish I had something to help me with that, but that's another story. What you see is what you get. There's not much more to it
Yeah,
than
and
that.
she looks like she packs a punch. She's got a rifle on her back. She's got
I
a
love my
submachine
weapons.
gun kind of slung around her side. She's got a pistol at her side, and she's covered in body armor and straps and is ready to go.
Because of that,
as-
not knowing who this person is as they approach,
Yeah.
I train my gun on them because I don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah. Whoa, easy.
Whoa.
Easy. What's up, fucker?
Hello. It's always good to see you. You bring some friends with you this time.
I did indeed. It's a new necklace you're wearing. I like it.
Thank you. It's a bullet from men I kill.
Ah. Well,
I like those sunglasses you have on.
yeah. It's a little something I got. Let's just do
I
it.
knew it.
I knew that was the one.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, it's all right.
Ugh.
It's always just stuck on my hair too. Woo.
Hey,
A bullet from someone you killed. This is. That's
I
good
cleaned
luck.
the blood off. The blood is-
Yeah. No, but that's good luck. I dig it.
that's what flirting looks like.
That's what I'm flirting.
It suits you. I like.
Everyone, this is Hammer.
Pleasure
Hello.
to meet you.
Hello.
As you can see,
What is this? This tiny hammer.
Not tiny hammer. These are blow pops. I just had one. Well, I just had like 6, but they're new to me and they're great. And it's nice to meet you.
Blow pop. What do they blow?
It's not.
Another
it's not.
gift.
Yeah, it's not what it sounds
They don't
like.
blow up.
It's not quite that fun.
You eat it, but you don't. I don't get it yet, but they're tasty.
Your tongue will turn
Thank
into
you.
whatever the color that is.
I'm not giving you this.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
You guys were flirting.
Flirting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mate. No. I mean, not that I wouldn't, but I just not my jam, not my speed.
So that's not.
We're old mates.
I'm new to a lot of things. You see, she's very young. She's like 20. Like, she's.
You talk a lot.
I usually don't. I usually do not, and they
been
can
eating a lot of
tell,
those.
and they can. Yeah, it's
She's had a lot
If I eat this, it will make me talk much.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
we'll
it
save
will.
we'll save it for later.
As you all are having a conversation, if you all can describe what Hammer sees.
You see she's 6'1", slender but athletic. She's been a gymnast her whole life, but she's an elf. Very short, inky purple hair, like in a bob. She's got this black leather cat suit on, has a katana strapped to her back, a pistol at her hip, a dagger on the other, survivor knife on the other, and apparently a fistful of blow pops from this last encounter. That's what she sees, and my name is. I'm Liv, by the way.
Hi.
Did she say your name and I just missed it? Did you?
Hammer.
Hammer. It's nice to meet you, Hammer.
Frayne, and you see average build, slender, dark brown hair, light brown skin, elf with some facial hair. Nothing really remarkable about him, except strapped to his back is an assault rifle and also a drone that has a bunch of contraptions and also guns on it. He just kind of gives you a nod and steps back to see how the rest of this meeting unfolds with the characters that we've been traveling with.
Yeah. 5'10", 5'11", 55, 60 years old. Knee brace on my right knee, blue jeans, black combat boots, black leather duster, weathered, been around a while. White pristine t-shirt underneath that. Close cropped silver gray hair, green eyes. On his face you can see black veins. They shimmer in the light. You can see him better when the light hits than you would when they don't. And he's always chewing on a cigar.
What kind of creature are you?
I'm a human.
Human.
Yeah. Old school. Yeah.
So everyone, this is Hammer. Just so you know what I look like, although you know what I look like. I look like me, actually. No, I'm a dwarf, so our height difference is exceptional. She's kind of a punk, you could tell by her stature. Crazy curly hair. She's got a cybernetic eye that's very, very obvious on one side. And she's not carrying a whole lot of, you don't see much weaponry. You can sort of gauge that she has a little stun gun on her, but that's about it. Doesn't seem like that's a jam. And she has a cyber deck that is permanently attached to her forearm for sneaky cyber shit.
I like that. I also have a cyber eye.
Haha.
Do I need to tell you about all my weapons and all this?
You don't need to.
Okay, good.
You don't need to.
How long you two know each other?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. 20.
Ish, 20,
20.
30.
It's hard days to lose count, you know.
20.
When do you really start? When do you really meet a person? You know, do you start?
And you got along all that time?
Well, she.
Because they fight a lot.
Just twice in 3 days?
That's a lot.
Why?
She got me out of a sticky place.
Yeah.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm not a particularly physically menacing human being.
You don't mind me
or a dwarf,
asking,
for that matter.
how old are you?
Why do you want to know?
Trying to gauge whether or not you was around before all this shit.
I don't. Does it
You
matter
never
how
asked
old
her
I
to,
am?
lady.
It's up to you. I'd say probably mid So late 30s.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank you.
You're
Mid to late 30s.
All right.
So she saw this old geezer in a little bit of trouble.
Oh,
We complement each other.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
like.
like to have to think too much.
I was
She thinks
mouthing
for
off.
me.
You mouthing off.
I was mouthing off, speaking a little bit more than I probably should. I know, it's a surprise. And it seemed like some people didn't like what I was mouthing off about.
Right.
So this beautiful, big Siberian bear of a woman came over, told him to fuck off. They listened, and we've been friends ever since.
Right.
And
Well,
you clearly know your way around here. You can help us get
Are
to
you
where-
questioning me?
Stating the obvious.
I know what you need to know, yes.
yeah, we should make like a baby and head out.
You're friends of hers, you're friends of mine. I don't know. If you fight with her, careful.
She holds her own.
Hammer, first thing we need is somewhere safe to really make a plan. There's a lot of heat on us.
Right.
Thankfully, not in this country as far as we know, but we're in the shit.
Well, I have some would call it a hovel. To me, it's a palace. I have a space back here where you can organize your plans, you can organize your weapons, you tell me what else you need, we will plan this out.
Your palace is our palace.
All right.
All right. So you head over to your safe house
Yeah.
of
think-
sorts.
I think we should make sure no one's tracked us here. I don't know how to do that, but we
That's
have to
on me.
assume they have eyes
Yeah,
everywhere.
Can I do a perception check to see, or what kind of a check would I do? I want to do a physical perception check,
Sure.
and then I also want to do a deep hacking check to
Yeah.
see.
So logic plus willpower for perception.
Should we all just kind of, as we're like looking,
Sure.
7, 8, 9, 10,
cameras?
Anybody that wants to,
12,
yeah.
13.
And then you could do
14,
a
15.
user or mid-level hacking with track to try and see if you can, if there's any APBs or anything that's gone out.
I'm going to do something too.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to Rio and I just look at you and say, hey, Pops, catch. My body starts to fall as my consciousness jumps into the drone and it flies up.
Oh, smarty.
And we'll kind of backtrack
Yeah.
where we've come from.
Yeah.
And I'm scanning.
Sure.
Great.
Okay.
My
You
perception.
can give me a perception check with your drone.
Oh, and I have one more to roll because of the new eyes. Good.
There's something really
1, 2, 3,
interesting about holding him this time
9.
because I'm holding my son now.
Yeah.
And I think I'm paying close attention to him. I'm studying his features in a different way. I'm looking at his hair, his body. I'm really claiming him as mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Perception is 9.
9. As you kind of look from where you are now, this is like a remote mountain area. This is an old airfield that has been here for a very, very, very long time. Seems unused for a very long time. Windswept. There isn't even really a building. There is just a road that kind of goes off of where you are. And so as you start to plow into your vehicle, I'm going to say it's an all-terrain, some sort of SUV vehicle. You don't notice that there's anything around or anybody that's following you or any eyes on you that you can notice from a cursory perceptive surface look.
And
From yours, what'd you
Mhm.
get?
6.
6. With the 6, same thing. There's just trees and mountains for miles from here that you can tell.
I'm going to go up to the pilot, holding my son, and I'm going to slide him a couple yen.
Okay.
You make sure you say nothing about what you saw, what you heard, or who you had in this plane, son.
He says, I've been very well compensated.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right.
Are there any security cameras?
Yeah, so
around?
you can give me a tracking to try and, or hacking, to try and hack and see if you can, are you trying to hack or are you just looking for security cameras?
Initially, just to see if I notice any security cameras.
There isn't
although I
like,
would have seen that on
there is
the,
no,
you
yeah,
would've
there is
seen
no
it, okay.
buildings, there is nothing that security cameras necessarily would be on,
Okay.
and nothing for miles except for this airstrip.
Okay. That's all I needed
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
But how do we have a sense of how close we are to the coordinates that
It's about an hour
drive?
drive from here.
Right. Okay.
And I'm assuming you have, like you said, some
Yeah,
sort of hideout not far from here, maybe half an hour, halfway between where you need to go. And
So where they need to go is my place is somewhere between.
yeah, it's about half an hour between. Yeah.
Because we can't stay out here.
No.
I completely fill her in on everything, none of the personal stuff, but fill her in on our plot points from the very beginning, from getting the job with Torin to being double-crossed and finding that we are someone is framing us for this, to finding out about to having to go to the wizard, to having to go like all of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give her. What am I missing?
There's the bounty. Then we went to the wizard. We cleared our name.
We found out who framed us, but we don't know who the bigger company is that's responsible
And
for it.
everything points to here.
And one of our friends is also missing because of it.
Yeah. And this research facility is, I don't know if we would say in the vicinity of, but it's definitely somehow connected with a mission that went awry that you know about that I did 10 years ago. So she knows all the things.
Okay.
Trust me, guys, she needs to know it all.
I'm going to say at this point, you're having this conversation in the safe house.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say in the car, but
But as we step into the safe house, I step back for a moment. I'm leaving Outlaw one last message.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, big man. If you've been paying attention to what I've been telling you, then you probably know where I am. And it's going to cut off after that.
It's undeliverable at this point.
That's
don't want
weird.
That.
Yeah, still.
Still.
Yeah, remember the last one was undeliverable.
The
It
last
came
one
back
was yours.
undelivered. Yeah.
No,
I didn't
he-
try to.
Yeah, you didn't try. Comes back undelivered. And she never told you it was undelivered. So you didn't know
So
that.
this is the first I
This is
noticed
the first
that.
time you noticed that it's undeliverable.
I
It's
tried
outlaw,
to
you're
send
missing.
Outlaw is not our missing friend.
Okay.
Outlaw is
a contact.
an old contact.
Got it.
All right.
I try again. Undeliverable.
Yeah.
I take note. I walk in.
Right.
It's not a hovel. It's rather nice. And I mean, you fit in here, so I think it's rather roomy.
Bigger than my place.
Please
Much
make
better than my
yourselves
place.
home. This is a completely secure location. We have protective devices around here. Nothing will get in, nothing get out. Do what you need to do to plot your.
Trust me, this is a person you want to have around when you're trying to be safe.
I don't want to make any assumptions, but you got any hooch?
Of course.
May I?
Absolutely. It's all
Gee.
yours. Yes.
The best Russian vodka.
Oh,
real
yeah.
Russian vodka.
Mhm.
She's good to have around for other reasons too.
Are you
So-
pouring yourself a drink?
I am.
I'm right next to you.
I'll pour you out a drink. Ain't you ever drank before?
Mm-mm. I just
Maybe
sat there
don't
and had a
start
smoke
with
with
this.
you.
Oh, okay. All right. Baby
Come on,
sips.
pops, it can't hurt.
Right.
Baby sips.
Right. Vodka, vodka,
It's
blow
strong.
pops.
Careful.
Talking.
Careful.
Yep.
I haven't tasted anything like this in years.
Pass that over.
No, this is mine.
No. Pass
There's
that over.
plenty
Okay.
for both. There's plenty for both.
As I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, stick with the blow pops.
Oh, that put some hair on my chest.
Ooh,
Now you're
supposed to smell
ready.
that way.
Yeah.
It's supposed to smell that way.
Oh, God. It's really good.
I
This
know.
is breaking my,
My chest hair
fucking heart.
grows like
Yeah.
3 inches.
Yeah. And as a rigger, I imagine throughout your career, you've tasted gasoline accidentally from time to time.
Yeah.
And it's not far from that.
Wow.
I will say, for your purposes, as soon as you put those glasses on, you started to see a little bit clearer.
Oh.
So you're going to, I got you a little bit of a gift.
Tell me more.
Well, we made a contact when we were on our way over here and did a little bit of shopping, to prepare for the ride. I know how shitty your weather is, so wearing sunglasses isn't exactly the thing around here. But those sunglasses, they're going to give you a little bit more understanding of what is around you. It's going to give you another perception die anytime you roll
Oh.
perception.
Plus one to
one
perception check.
perception.
Mm, little clarity.
And
See, she
perception
was
is
thinking
usually
of her
this plus this.
without having to.
And
she
then in
got a
return,
gift.
the good luck charm that you gave to Trigger is going to let Trigger reroll 1 dice a turn.
Amazing.
Wow. And he dies.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I had a friend in my gymnastics class, and we used to like make friendship bracelets for each other. But
Yeah.
that was like, so this is
Well, it's a little different, right? I mean, I guess friends give each other shit too, but
Yeah.
it's about the thought, right? If you're
Right.
thinking about someone, you want to give them something, you want to do something nice for them just because.
well, yeah, no, I get that.
Right.
But I just
Flirting.
never know when it's flirting and when it's not flirting.
When you feel the thing inside you, it's like we don't have butterflies anymore, but you know those animatronic butterflies?
Yeah,
They flitter.
sure.
Sometimes you get a feeling in the pit of your stomach, like there's 1,000 animatronic butterflies.
Because you
flitting
eat them?
around. No, because you want to say nice things to another person. You want to touch them. You want to hold their hand. You want to part their hair, kiss them on the cheek.
Oh,
We're
okay,
both-
so that's
we're both
all right.
listening to this
No, like I get
very
that.
carefully.
I just don't know how to like
Part their hair.
communicate that I want to hold like that. I guess, yeah.
You ever felt that way about someone?
I mean, not really, because I was busy training as a kid and then busy not dying as an adult.
You want to make me a promise, kid? When we're done with all this shit, you're going to go find somebody that makes you feel those butterflies in your stomach.
I'll try.
That's all you can do.
Okay.
I'm going to approach Hammer while this is happening. We've all only really known each other for a couple days.
Mm.
And there's a lot of lost human time. Well,
We've all been through a lot in these past couple of days.
These are good people. I promise.
I see
Really
that.
good people.
And not a lot of people have been able to like really help us. And the fact that you have our trust means a lot.
I will do what I can.
do you got
Any
wheels?
weapons you need, anything at your disposal. Do I have what?
You have
Rules?
wheels.
Oh, wheels. Ha. Do I have wheels? Yes, I do. What, how many do you need? I have a whole, whole
I'm thinking like ATVs that we can kind of cut through the snow a
Absolutely.
little bit quickly.
kind
That's
of
where we
cut
want.
through the snow a little bit quickly. You will glide over like a rocket ship.
Aha.
Yes.
I want to see these. Can I
All
see
right.
them?
Absolutely.
Frayne's got a particular affinity for machines. He really knows how to.
Oh, we will get along just fine.
We will.
Yes.
I'm sure that pat was like way harder than I
Flying across the room.
Stumble forward.
Exactly. You see that anytime
Okay.
I'm standing around her, I've kind of like got like full like I'm a
And I
little.
try just not to touch
Yeah.
you because I know what happens. I know you don't like it.
Knocks the cigar.
As she leads you,
very
kind of
still.
into the back garage area,
Mhm.
it's actually Sea-Doos. Sorry, snowmobiles, not Sea-Doos, snowmobiles. And like old school, like gas snowmobiles. In this area, I mean, even though the capital in Russia right now is one of the most evolved and technologically evolved cities in the world because of Evo, everything else around it is pretty much medieval.
Wow.
Like even here, you're noticing that you have limited comlink capabilities. It's just
Wow.
like
Because the
internet.
But to me, this
and
is
phones.
cutting edge.
And so, yeah, to her, this is like you fly
Like, you're
like a
living-
rocket.
You're
but
roughing it up.
This is
they're like
absolutely
old. Some of
shit.
it's
I look at this
rusted.
thing and I'm like, what?
Yeah. And I'm going to say there's 3 of them. There's 3 snowmobiles in the back. So
I
she has an
feel like-
all-terrain vehicle, like
The one that we drove in.
the one that you drove in. That is
question
good
though,
stuff.
can he still do his
I'm literally investigating this dinosaur right now to see if I can jump into
exactly?
it.
That's all right because it's not a side.
No, it's analog. It's
Wow.
there's no. It has to have some sort of
What is this? This is
computer to be able to do that.
this belongs in a museum.
Magnificent, no?
Yeah,
It's not that old, goddammit.
it is. I've never seen anything like this. I think I've seen drawings. I've seen photos of it,
Well,
but I've
really?
never seen something like this in person.
Yeah.
It's.
Real life. You're welcome.
I climb on it, and I
does that feel?
smell it,
Yeah.
Yes.
and I'm running. I caress it.
Yeah.
Like,
That smell of gas. Like it's
you want to
rare.
know about flirting? You're seeing
I was
that.
going to say,
Rubbing my hands all along.
How does it feel between your legs?
It feels right.
I know.
Flirting.
powerful.
Mhm.
I mean, I still have some questions, but I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
Can I turn it on? Can you show me?
It's very intuitive. You just reach. I don't know where the keys are. I have the keys somewhere on me. I'm always.
I feel like I'm
Jeez.
invading a private moment here.
Yeah, sometimes it looks like that.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, you
good,
got
it's
keys.
all right.
Yeah,
keep going.
reliable.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
the way he said keys was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'll just sit back.
Keys
This
are
is great.
reliable.
But if you lose them, then what happens? How do you turn it on?
You don't lose them.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to be reliable.
Yes. You can trust me.
Aha, I'm learning this.
And you have to jiggle it just a little. It's a little creaky. It gives it personality.
Eh.
It might,
Whoa!
yeah, oh, yes.
I kind of, I can't jump into it, but there's just something, to me, archaic and
Yeah.
primal.
Like it's
about
playing hard to
this.
get. Yeah.
And you know what? There's something to be said about being the kind of person that can jump into a piece of tech and automatically be in control. There's something to be said about watching something else come alive
Yeah.
that you don't get to control in that same way.
Yeah.
You have to get to know it in a different way. You have to build rapport with it in a different way. You have to build a different kind of trust and a different kind of muscle memory with it.
You have to be patient.
That's really hard.
I know. But it will pay off.
That's what we lose. All this shit. We lose patience, time. Everything's so instant now. You want something, you snap your fingers, it's there. Back in the day, you had to work for things.
But wait, isn't that actually supposed to give you the opposite? When you get to do something more quickly, isn't it supposed to give you more time?
That's what you would think, mate. The problem is when everyone can do things more quickly, then everyone does things more quickly, then everyone expects everyone to do things more quickly, then you have to do things quicker to get ahead of them.
And you got to do more things.
It
Then
just
you
keeps
just do
going.
more and more things. But the more things are not always the better things. You find those few things that you do well, you do them, people rely on you. You don't always have to sneak around it.
That's why you don't eat the blow pop right away. That's why you don't eat the blow pop right away.
Yeah, kid.
Patience.
And faith.
Okay,
My mother used to say that. Paciencia y fe. Patience, faith. Two things we lack now.
You do notice, since she showed up, everything about me seems a little more like genuine swagger, genuine grounded, genuine,
Leader.
slower, but like more methodical,
Like
which
empowered.
is weird.
Like an at ease? Like
An at ease, definitely. Like you feel like what she's experiencing is the self she knew before that 10 years ago. What I'm experiencing is, oh yeah, this is like coming home in a person.
Yeah.
Do you mention anything along those
No,
lines?
you just
Yeah.
see
You
this
just
about
see
me. You just see this.
You seem different.
I do. Well,
I can see why.
yeah, she's a grounding force, this one. You know, when your brain moves too fast and your mouth moves too fast, sometimes it's nice to be around someone who can slow all of it down.
And you see this like without saying anything. You notice there's this light behind Liv's eyes from our last conversation, and she gets it. And she sees that person that you spoke of, that you were, you see this like click.
Something else hits. I turn the key, turn this device off, and I walk it back to you and I hand it to you. Thank you. It's nice to have history, isn't it?
Yeah.
This has all been well and good, but I really am anxious to get to the bottom of what's been going on with
Yeah.
this.
I know you don't keep a lot of this stuff around, but we need to figure out what exactly this research facility is as much as possible before we go in.
Yeah.
We don't have much information other than the coordinates.
Right.
You
Hammer,
said-
you've never been to this research facility before, right?
I have heard of it.
You've heard of it, but you've never physically been there?
No, I have not seen it.
They
Maybe
said
we
it's
do
about half hour.
recon first
Yeah.
before figure out what the layout is, see what we're looking at, see what we're working with.
And maybe we could send your drone
Yeah.
and wonder if there's any ways I could get eyes on it. And we don't really have any cameras around here,
Yeah.
obviously.
Maybe we'd be able to hack in and at least get like a blueprint of the area to see what our
Let's do some
entrances and
reconnaissance.
exits. Yeah,
It's worth saying
let's
that-
just do a recon mission.
What they're not going to be looking for are these things, and I point towards the ATV, the snowmobiles, right? I mean, they're going to have eyes in the sky. They're going to be patched into the matrix. Might even have astral security
Yeah,
forces.
these are not
can't track
patched into
these.
the matrix. They're not
Can't
going to leave
track
the same kind of signature.
No, we can get as close as we
Right.
can with these, and then maybe send the drone up.
You want to go for a ride with us?
Let's go.
We should tell you, I'm sure you're aware, but there's a lot of heat on us. This ain't the kind of mission you might not come back from, this one.
I start laughing.
So,
I like you.
it's a mission worth doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste time on too many missions that don't matter. You talk of being able to do things quickly with agility, but sometimes it's the slow, deliberate, purposeful things, the things that you may lose. You may lose everything, but those are the things that are worth it. Save yourself for those things. Don't disperse your energy everywhere.
Yeah, this one's personal.
You are very wise.
Ha!
I'm riding with her. We've only got 3, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's double up?
Okay.
You've driven one of these before, I take it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure, and you're having I don't want to ruin a private
I'm happy
moment.
to be so.
Yeah, we could give you some alone time with that one.
Jump right back on the one that I was just on.
Mhm. You're well acquainted.
Give her a little pet. Turn the key.
I'm going to name it.
Well, I'm gonna wait for her to tell me her name.
I love it.
Wow.
So good. God, this brings back memories.
Yeah, right.
What's your name, darling?
Oh.
You remember Aspen before the shit?
Oh,
I used to love Aspen.
you hear that? You hear the purring? That's their language. That's the old tongue of the machines. And with that, I take off.
I love
Oh, all right. Off we go then.
Yeah.
You head towards the coordinates, and here the archaic sort of technology that exists at least has MapSoft software, and in the 6th world, MapSofts are a grid of the area. It basically tells you where there are locations and where navigation. It's a navigation system. You start towards that area, and as you start to approach that area, you do see that it leads off from where a village is. So there is a village in the distance, and you know that this is a very quiet, very archaic village, kind of our time village, but in 2080, way behind the times as far as the rest of the world has gone. But the coordinates lead to what appear to be a farmstead off the side from where the main village is that you are heading towards. And as you start to kind of come over a rise, you see that there is a farm in the distance with a little farmhouse. There is smoke coming out of the chimney. There's a single farmhouse. It appears that there's a barn as well.
Approximately how far is that from the research facility? Can someone from the barn at the farmhouse look and actually see the facility?
So the coordinates of the research facility are where the farm is.
That's where it
Yeah,
needs
at
us.
the farm.
Yeah. The village is a ways off.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the?
Right.
Okay, I
Well,
stopped.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get a scan? Is there a way to scan just to scan for digitally any kind of digital anything, like just to know
Yeah,
if
it's like a-
this stuff
Yeah,
is
so
there.
so general scan, it shows that there is a farmhouse here.
Right.
It has an address that pertains to the
I
village.
mean anything that is hackable. Like, is there any? I'm thinking this place is underneath it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking this is a something. I don't
Yeah.
know. They've got some kind of Wakanda
There's like
screen
a-
up. I
Yeah,
don't know.
a cursory glance shows you that, unless you want to track or dig deeper,
Uh-huh.
cursory glance shows that there is nothing here other than the farmhouse in the village. There is no sort of research facility. There is nothing that is there is nothing that dictates that that's where this is, like
Right.
within the grid. It is off grid if it's here.
I would like to track. I'd like to see if I can at least scan what is inside,
Sure,
right?
sure.
I can do that even though there's nothing.
Yep. Oh, you can attempt to. So you're trying to like basically hack the MapSoft software to see if there's something that is hidden that isn't necessarily public
Yeah,
information.
or I mean, tracking also shows me bodies, right?
Shows you what, sir?
Bodies shows me people.
It would show you people in the Matrix if people are in the
Oh, so
Matrix.
this whole
so you
thing,
can
which is
track.
this is still just matrix,
Yeah.
matrix.
Yeah.
Okay, so my hacking is useless here.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
And again, I would say that as a experienced decker, that you would notice that, again, primitive
The
technology
infrastructure
here.
isn't there.
Yeah, there isn't even a VR matrix here. There isn't SimSense. It's all just basically like our current day 2023 software that exists.
Wow.
Since I've been in Russia before,
Yeah.
we met 20 some odd years ago.
Sure.
Is that normal kind of everywhere other than the big city?
Yeah, so last time you were in this area,
Yeah.
and you start to actually recognize some of the mountain ranges from 10 years ago. You are in the area where this facility
But I was off-site.
Yes, but you knew that there was an area here,
Uh-huh.
but the farmhouse wasn't here. But you know that where the team went was in the proximity of
Yeah.
where the farmhouse is.
Yeah.
And what you were able to hack in even 10 years ago was just like police radios and that sort of local stuff to be able to like divert or whatever the case may be, or any other maybe teams that were in the area,
Or like,
hack their
or like
radios.
be back in the village and
Yeah,
get a
things like
sense of that. But
Yeah. And I would say you were posted up in the village
Yeah.
in some sort of building that was as close to the farmhouse
but
as
I
possible.
had eyes on this area. I had to have eyes on this
Yeah,
area.
but the farmhouse wasn't here.
Yeah, this looks very familiar. That farmhouse does not.
This farmhouse is new. It has not been here long, although they tried to make it look like it has been. I don't trust it.
Huh.
With like, what can we perceive? Where like if I'm like checking out this farmhouse, what can I see? Can I see that it's been like it's currently lived in? That there's a lot of like activity in this house. Is it abandoned?
It's clear that there is
Like,
smoke
what's-
rising from the chimney.
Okay.
And the road looks traveled. There are ruts that you can see that kind of lead into the farmhouse, but you're not quite close enough to get close detail. But it seems like it's currently inhabited.
I want to get a closer look then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get closer and I'm going to then send my drone.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in my body.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch, so I'm not jumping into it,
Sure. So you're just using the AR, you're using
Yes.
your drone to take a
which
closer
I
look.
hate.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling disconnected from my
Sure.
devices.
Sure.
But I want to do that this time. So I'll fly the drone over.
Yeah.
Kind of get a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Of the barn and of the village nearby.
Sure.
See if there's any people walking around, going about whatever their primitive daily business is.
Sure. The village is too, you'd have to like go quite a ways to get to the village.
Mhm.
It's like a 10-minute walk to get
Okay.
to the village.
Uh,
So it's a little ways away.
the drone can get there faster.
The drone can get there faster if you want to send it that way.
Yeah,
so we
I'm
can
sending
start
the
at the
drone.
farm. Yeah.
Starting at the farmhouse.
Yeah, so you start at the farmhouse. As you kind of take a look around the farmhouse, you do see that there, you get the sense of life signs actually in the barn. So there is, and you imagine they're animals of some sort.
Okay.
So some sort of farm animals within the barn. As you kind of come around the house,
I'll activate the ultrasound
Yeah.
just to see if
Yeah.
anything comes up, because that will
do you
show
need
me
a piloting check?
piloting. Yep. And the ultrasound will show me if anything's invisible.
Yeah. Because you're trying to be careful. So you're trying to
Yeah.
carefully pilot it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10.
You said there were
Control
animals?
vehicle plus 1 die, and I get
You
to
see, he's sensing through ultrasound that there are animals in the bar.
Like a
1.
Sonic
I see
kind
what
of.
that's like.
What do you say? What do you say?
I
No.
don't know if she told
Are you being naughty over there? Good.
Right, yeah.
Like my earrings
Let's
on it.
see. Anna gets a reroll
Oh,
3.
no, she didn't tell me
Whoa,
that.
whoa! It's me that did that this time.
Sorry, it's spreading.
It's
That's
spreading.
my disease.
It's
It's the yeet your dice
the
disease.
your
Yeah.
dice. Is it right here?
We have lots of them.
We have so many.
I don't know where
Well,
we're
Oh,
thanks.
yes.
You're so
Well, still
spry.
get to reroll it.
You're so spry for an orc.
All right, so I got 5 hits on that.
Oh,
you.
it's over there.
Yeah, we're
There's
good.
another one
We got
over there,
lots.
too?
We
In
got
that
lots.
corner.
I got a bunch here too.
It's part of the game. You got to chuck the dice.
Well, when you're like rolling a bunch, yeah. One
5 hits on
of them's gotta
pilot.
run
Okay.
away.
With 5 hits on piloting, you manage to kind of like go up and then come down into the window, like in front of the windows, just slightly to see. And as it dips down in front of one of the windows, you see a silhouette pass, a shadow pass through by one of the windows. So there was somebody inside that house.
A person. So
a person,
not like
a person, and you see big hair.
I want
That passes
I want to
quickly.
get a closer look at that person.
Okay. As you kind of come closer, inside the cabin, you see what appears to be a kind of short of stature female, big, white, curly hair, a warm, kind of dark skin. She's wearing glasses, and it looks like she's drying dishes. And she's kind of going back and forth. It appears like she's maybe preparing a meal of some sort.
Scanning ultrasound, nothing else pops up.
Nothing else pops up in the
I'm
eye.
going to bring the drone back around.
Okay.
I communicate that. That doesn't appear to be any kind of facility. It seems to be a barn house, but there's someone in there.
Question.
Yeah.
Back when I got these coordinates, these came up when I saw the proof of Bitbucket
Mhm.
planting all the shit about me.
Yeah.
Why was that? Where was that information in connection to? I'm still trying to.
Sure.
Yeah.
You get the sense that in true hacker form, he dug deeper when he was doing this job and found out that this whole thing was tied somehow to this facility.
That's right, because we didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
die. We didn't get a chance
So he
to
didn't tell you
download
that.
all
You took that from him.
Yeah.
I think while you're talking, all of you, and you've been in your drone, I've been walking towards that hut.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, in the before times, people used to just knock on a door when they were lost.
It takes a moment. And then you hear a coming. And then the door opens. At this point, I would like to invite Markia McCartney to the table. Welcome. Good friend of many of us.
Two guys.
TTRPG superstar. You are a
I wanted
superstar.
it, left it.
Oh yeah.
Welcome.
Hello, friend.
Yay!
Too much stuff.
Oh, no, here, let me clear
I
my...
never have too much stuff.
These are for you to use.
Hi.
Yeah.
Make room, make room.
All right.
Of course, that's your mug.
Yeah.
I like that.
we match. We kind of match.
As you are preparing a meal, you are mostly kind of left alone out here. You like it that way, and you've liked it that way for years. And all of a sudden, there is a knock at your door.
Coming!
A short time later, you open it,
Yeah.
and you see the person standing in front of you. What do they see? Absolutely.
She's about 6 feet tall. She has very big, pale colored lavender hair that's trailing down her back. She has a mesh top on, it's half ripped. She has a full sleeve going on with the tattoo that's actually swirling owls, skulls, swirling energy that's going all the way down, and it goes up towards her neck on the other side. She is wearing a black silk robe on top of her mesh, and is wearing no shoes because she's inside her house.
Does she look human? Does she look?
She's human. In fact, as far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any kind of augmentation that happens with her. She also has a bird skull around her neck. If those that know birds, it is an owl.
Knowing that contact has already started, I will have started to approach as well, and I'm bringing my drone back.
Okay.
Who does she see in front of her?
Oh, we were on the same vehicle, but I don't think I would be
Yeah,
out
so
the
you
door
started
yet.
walking. Did all of you
Left you
sort of
back.
start
I think,
walking
yeah.
as well, or is anybody
once
staying
we
back?
noticed,
Yeah.
I think we better go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So initially, you see Rio, and did you hear the? Do we need to do descriptions?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
It's kind of hard to hear.
100%.
You see a man of a height with you, a couple inches shorter, skin my complexion, older, 55, 60, or appears to be 55 or 60, green eyes, weathered man, close cut, cropped, silver gray hair. He's well built, military looking. Blue jeans, black combat boots, a heavy knee brace, long black leather duster, white shirt, underdressed for this weather, and he's chewing on a cigar.
She looks to be of indeterminate age. It's one of those people. She could be 30s, she could be 60s, and it would really work for her.
Hot
We all
friend.
aspire.
Hi, are you cousin of Bubbles? She is in village that way.
I don't know any bubbles. Do I smell real food?
Yeah.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah, so that I came to ask a question. I'm sorry, I haven't smelled real food in decades. Are you cooking real food?
Of course. And that is what you do to food.
Pardon me. Read down.
I am Beatrice.
Beatrice.
So you are not cousin of Bubbles?
I don't know any bubbles. I'm here with some friends, and I motion behind me.
And you see the rest of them kind of join. You can go ahead and describe what she sees.
You see a short of stature, dwarf, dark complexion, big pearly brown black hair. She's got one eye that is a bright, obviously not natural yellow. Just kind of like walks like a punk, kind of coming on over. She's wearing black jeans, black boots, and then on top is a parka that's 3 sizes too big for her. That does not match anything else she's wearing.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm Beatrice.
Nice to meet you. I'm Trigger. It's a friend of yours.
No, we
I'm-
just met.
No, I mean Ria.
I do not actually know who this person is. You seem familiar. Somehow.
I
When
did.
she says that, you absolutely recognize that voice.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Fuck out of here! Fuck out of here! No!
We'll be right back.
No!
Hey everyone, welcome back, and thank you again for watching the RealmSmith stream of Shadowrun Excommunication. I'm Rem Alternus, the Community and Marketing Director for Catalyst Game Labs. And you know, today on the show, we have a lot of our actors wearing swag from the Catalyst store for Shadowrun. So let's look at some of what your options are here. We've got Shadowrun t-shirts. We've got, actually, if you are a Matrix hacker, a Decker, or a Technomancer, then the Jack Point t-shirt might be the one for you. Then we've got dice. We have both the dice and edge tokens. So that is the plastic dice and the plastic edge tokens that are like poker chips. They come in green and in pink. And in addition to that, we've got aluminum dice as well in a variety of colors. And your 5s and 6s have the Shadowrun S on them, and your 1s have the skulls, so that you know if you're glitching, you know if you're hitting, and we've got those in a variety of colors. We also have decks. So this is the Rogues Gallery deck. It's an NPC deck. It has Tor and Skelly in it. So this will help you on your run. If you don't want to have 55 books in front of you, but you want to have the NPCs in front of you that you plan to use. You can pull them out of the deck. We also have decks for a variety of other books, like Body Shop, which is our augmentation book. If you have a lot of cyberware in your body, bioware, the cyber deck has cards that have all of those cybernetic enhancements from Body Shop in it. So again, you can reference the book, but if you're building your character and just want to have it right there in front of you, you can. In addition, we've got pins, we've got mugs, we've got a hoodie that's super cool and pulls up with a little anarchy sigil on it. So check out the online store at store.catalystgamelabs.com to get all of your Shadowrun swag. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back, everyone. Where we left you was you had all approached, or actually Rio had approached the farmhouse and knocked. A female had come to the door and greeted you, and all of you, I'm assuming, are kind of coming in behind Rio at this point and catching up as you're like, oh, okay, we're just going to knock. As you did, I had mentioned that you, Frayne, recognize the voice. What do you all do?
If that's the case, upon hearing her voice, I whip to her.
Since you said that you are not Bubbles' American cousins, it is fine though. I have plenty of food. You can all come in. Number 3? It is you! And she immediately goes over to him and puts her arms around him.
Wait, who are you?
Are you okay? Are you well? You seem like you are eating okay.
I know you. I know your voice. Why do I know you? Who are you?
Number 3, it's me.
I'm not number 3! Who the fuck are you?
All right, Frayne.
Who are you?
Frayne.
No, get the fuck away from me! Who the fuck are you?
I'm sorry. I am sorry. She backs away.
He doesn't remember anything.
Please. I am sorry for coming at you when you were not expecting it. I did not mean to.
Why do I know your voice?
Because you know me. And I know you.
I don't know you.
Maybe we should head inside.
Yes. All of you, please come in. I have so much food, and all of you, please come inside.
I'm gonna go inside, but like kind of backing in and keeping an eye on him.
I'm definitely making sure that I have access to my weapons because I don't like how things have escalated here.
I wait to see if Frayne wants to go inside, because if he doesn't, I'm not moving.
I don't want to go inside. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're trying to do to me right now, but this feels like a trick. And I need some answers. I need you to explain something to me. Just make anything make sense.
I used to tell you stories when you were in your tube. So many stories.
Tube? What tube? What do you mean tube?
I did not grow up with bedtime stories, though, so really my stories were movie plots. But you seemed to like them no matter what. Your favorite was the one of the park full of dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park?
Oh no, Jurassic World. Not Jurassic Park, no.
As you keep talking, he starts to walk closer to you. He studies you. The way your mouth moves.
You always found it so interesting how the folly of man, this rich, well-meaning but very dumb man who builds big park, and the woman that runs in high heels, you thought that it's not practical. I agreed. And most importantly, that the regular dinosaurs were not enough. They needed mutant dinosaurs, and that's where the problems came from again.
Wait. Tell me your name again.
I'm Beatrice.
Do you know my name?
I do not know what you call yourself now, but I want to know. I want to know the name that you have given yourself.
And those last words kind of wash over me as I remember what it was like to hear them inside of the tube. But especially the moments in between the words. Because there's something about how sound moves through that glass and then through that water. And what I especially notice is the sound of her heartbeat that I remember being able to hear. Quietly through the water. In between your words. And I walk up to you and I put my arms around you and I put my head on your chest so I could hear it. It's you. I'm Frayne.
Frayne. Such a good name. Such a good, strong name.
I really think we should get inside. You okay, son? Can we move inside?
Yeah, let's go in. It's fucking cold.
It's all this cold here. Come inside, everyone. Please.
As you all enter the farmhouse, what do they see?
It's a very cozy farmhouse, but very cozy in the sense that all the surfaces seem to have different collectibles on them. There's been many different phases of collections that has happened, but predominantly there are owls. There's little porcelain owls. There's metal owls. There's an owl cuckoo clock. There's even kind of an electric owl shawl that is hanging off of one cabinet. So it's got grandma feels to it, but as you look at it, there is a type of edginess that is also in there. So, and best way to describe it is grandma core.
Yeah, let's do it.
Frayne walks in and takes in all of this different owl paraphernalia and flashes back to the encounter with the wizard and how the drone that I had manifested as an owl. Taking all of that in, flashing from the feeling of the tube, the water, the heartbeat, the owl, the sound of a voice, the stories that were told, and like dominoes, these memories start to surface and they start to peel back. Parts of him that he forgot were even there. His eyes flash. He looks down at the watch that Rio gave him. Familia primero. Familia todo. These are my family.
It is very good to meet you, all of you.
Not me. I am new here.
But I
Extended family.
I've heard about you from village. I've seen you.
I have heard many things about the food you prepare and the people that you feed. News travels.
You know, I am very blessed here with my small farm. So if I can, I try to give back in different ways. Food is easy for me to cook.
It's good.
What's that smell?
Oh, the spirits told me that I was to expect guests today. I thought it was Bubble's American cousins, so I make American food.
The spirits.
Yes, I am that. I am a shaman. That is what they call me. That is their name for what I do. Since childhood, I have been in touch with the astral plane. I can talk to and influence spirit. I do astral manipulation, astral travel. There is a big resource all around us, all the time. Each of you have spirits around you. It is, for me, it is the natural world. For others, it is superstition or something that other people say, oh, that is foo-foo. What?
No, we know about it.
Yeah.
The friend of ours lives that way too.
Yeah.
A dear friend we've lost. We don't know where he is.
I am sorry to hear the loss of your friend. But I can say with all certainty that with loss comes change. That is really what all it is. It is a different way of having energy.
I'm not saying we've lost him that way, mate.
We don't know.
We don't even want to talk about that.
We're
He's been
looking for
taken.
him. But he could see things that, by what you're describing, he could see the same thing.
He might also have been aggressively recruited. It happens.
You know,
Tell us more.
my wife used to say you should never discuss important matters on an empty stomach. And that food smells lovely.
Where are my manners? You would think I was just born today. Yes, please. This food, have as much as you want. And there is biscuits and gravy. There is pancake stacks, bacon, scrambled eggs. And it's just in the middle of the table. She almost had it down to the minute when she was expecting guests. Yes, Spirit told me, make American food. So
Yeah, we never get to eat this. It smells so good.
This is what it was like, mate.
Telling you about bacon.
That's bacon?
That's bacon.
This is bacon.
Yeah.
I'm turning on my comm link to catch video.
Now,
Watching
smell
these
it before
two.
you eat it, take it all in. I mean, it's...
It smells really great. What's it come from?
oh, do not worry about that. It comes from pig.
Yeah.
I have many.
You have pigs.
You ready
I
to
have
eat some?
pigs. I have horses. I have a couple of sheep. They have bad attitude. I don't know what you hear about sheep, but they are sassy little fuckers.
You have
Is there bacon sheep or sheep bacon?
I have horses, yes. No, the bacon comes exclusively from pig.
From pig.
You want to have some?
Yeah, I want to have some. I want to have everything.
We should do it at the same time.
Okay.
We should do it fast.
Okay.
Ready?
Just split.
Cheers.
Cheers.
1, 2,
3. And it just like shoves. Oh my
The
god.
grease just kind of like trickles down his chin onto his
Oh.
beard. And rather than wiping it away, he lets it stay there so he can smell it a little while longer.
Yeah.
No, I've already swallowed. Like I just inhaled.
I'm letting it sit in my mouth, waiting for it to just kind of melt. Hoping it'll last longer.
It's many other pieces of bacon here, and I have more in kitchen if you need.
You make this often?
Butcher in village takes care of it for me, and I cook it.
I can't believe it.
There is endless bacon, but there's only one first time for anything.
That is true.
Paciencia y fe, no?
And with that, Frayne will sit down and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not particularly mannerful, but I know what I'm doing, and I'm a breakfast person. Anjali is a breakfast person 24/7,
Yeah.
so now I'm just fucking hungry.
I've seen
But,
this.
oh my god. Yeah, this is a hammer. You can fill up. I don't know when the next meal's coming.
We are on a mission. I must be ready.
Right, I'll eat for two
I'm
then.
just like, this
So
is
I just take more.
so much better than blow pops.
It's interesting to me that you make so much food when there is no one in your house.
That is because Spirit told me that I needed to make food for so many people. So I just kept on making food.
It's interesting to me that you have so much food to offer when there is so little around for others. But
This was
it's okay.
special occasion. This is not normally how I eat.
I'm listening to them speak, and I'm thinking back to the last time I had a meal around a table with friends, family. And I remember that it was my wife who was cooking. Gotta eat.
my friends here, they like the vodka very much. If you have,
I do. Please, hammer. Over here to my cabinet. And go over to the cabinet and pour very good vodka.
How do
Triple
they-
very
distilled.
good.
How do they say it here? Nostrovia.
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 Hey,
Nostrovia.
bottoms up. Maybe after breakfast for you. I think there's a bit of a combination of foods in your stomach that may or may not agree with you. So let's hold off on the vodka for just
I get
a hot
to
minute.
I get to try some.
You absolutely do. Just maybe not right now, yeah? Just-
That's fine by me. She's just shoveling to no table manners. Never had like an actual sit down meal.
yeah.
Yes. See, napkin is what you use to wipe food off face.
Do I have food on my face?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is really good. Thank you so much. I never sat down like this before.
You know, the ham over here does have a good point. You've got a lot of surplus out here.
I actually do not. But like I said, it was special occasion.
I'm just guessing you
Bubbles?
don't leave the
No.
farmstead so much and
No.
have to keep stuff around. Yeah.
I'm almost self-contained here. Yeah, one could call me a shut-in. I say I shut the world out. So it is the same.
So what exactly are you shutting out then, mate?
Let's just say that the world has not necessarily treated me the best that it ever could.
And
I hear that.
As the
The club.
conversation is happening around the table, Frayne is finishing up eating, and Frayne knows what it's like to have his consciousness jump from his body into a machine. But for the first time, he's experiencing what it's like to have left his spirit behind at the door. And in this moment, it's as if it catches up to him. And everything feels more. The warmth feels warmer. The sound of the voices are a little bit louder, a little bit brighter. And the sound of her voice just has a different kind of weight. This is all well and good, and it's really nice to have this sort of family breakfast that you prepared for us because of the spirits that have been talking to you, but you're not. You have answers to things that I need to know.
Now,
I think, do you want us here for this, son?
Am I allowed to ask for privacy? Am I allowed to have any
Of
secrets
course,
anymore?
mate. Come on.
Yes.
Then yeah, can I just have 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Do you
Oh.
mind if I see the horses?
please feel free. They are in the barn. They are palmettos. Buttercup and Daisy. Yes, and Daisy.
Thank you. As I stand, I turn my comm off.
I have been eager to get out of this room because I don't like all these owls watching me. So
Such a good animal.
I will watch.
You know that it is also it is used in death ceremonies. Like the owl is
Right,
able
that's
to
not helping,
ferret the
mate. It's
spirit.
okay. I'll get you outside, Ham.
Like and then she pulls out from underneath her mesh top an owl skull,
Like a real owl.
It's owls are beautiful carriers of justice.
You have
as well.
conducted a lot of death ceremonies. Is this why you have so many owls?
No, all of the spirits are they are dead. No, duh. So I talk to them, and also through the owls.
Right, now I'm creeped out. I'll go with you.
No, why no one comes to visit you. It's very strange. I will make sure that no one has followed us. I will stand outside.
You holler if you need us, son.
I'll wait in the owl room. Can I take my plate? Like, can I eat? Is it okay if I eat in there?
Yes, please don't have any of it fall on the carpet.
Oh no, I'll eat it. I'll savor it this time. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to return your hospitality except for these.
You never have to repay a gift with a gift. That is not how gifts work. But
Well, I know, but
thank you. I've not had a lollipop in a very long time.
there's gum in the middle, and you should not eat the middle part of it, I'm told.
Well, of course not. You do not eat gum. You just chew and you savor, you blow bubbles with it, and then you spit out.
That's what I've been saying.
I'll ask about bubbles later. Not your bubbles.
No, not bubbles from village.
That
no.
bubbles. I have so many questions. And she picks up her plate, goes, I will not touch anything, I promise.
As Trigger, as you're leaving, you just feel me. I just grab your hand. I'm sorry, I snapped at you again. I don't know.
Hey, mate. It's all
I don't know what's going on.
I know. We're right here with you if you need us, okay? I'm going to be on the other side of that door.
Okay.
All right. So everyone has left the room, leaving Beatrice and Frayne to themselves. What do you do?
I've just finished eating. Just kind of look at Beatrice and unsure of how to go about this.
Beatrice is looking at you, but also walking around the room, idly touching the heads of different owl figurines. Her tattoos are starting to swirl. She looks like she's getting agitated. And you can see her hair starts lifting with an unnatural wind. She's just kind of moving around and tapping the owl's heads.
I stand.
I do not know where to start, but there is one question that I need to ask first before we get into this. Outlaw treated you well, Doc?
With the mention of his name, I take a step back. As the synapses in my brain start to fire and I start to put more of the pieces of the puzzle together, I turn my comms on so that everybody can hear everything going forward. Yeah, Outlaw was the best. He's taken very good care of me.
That is very good to hear. See, I told you that Outlaw would come through. He had promised, and he kept his promise.
What was his promise?
That he would care for you, because I could not. After everything happened, I could not be there for you afterwards, but Outlaw could. And he did.
What happened?
Okay. I am getting ahead of myself. Yes, I know I do that all the time. Stop. I will start from beginning. That is the best place to start for anything. And I do not want to confuse you. So, right. Yes. From childhood, I was always able to astral manipulate, astral travel, dealing with spirits. It is natural for me. I also happen to be a genius when it comes to their words, not mine, to biotechnics. Not tech. I'm actually very bad at tech, if you have not noticed. I believe I have gremlins. So, but when it comes to biotechnics, when it comes to diseases, viruses, this is where I shine. I worked for Evil Corporation. I was, let's say, enthusiastically recruited by them when I was younger. I worked as a scientist for them. I worked with viruses, diseases, connecting the spiritual, clone technology, and cures whenever I could make them happen. I want you to know that you are very special. You are very special to the world, yes, but most importantly to me. I am so happy that you have found a family that outlaw is taking such good care of.
Where have you been? Here this whole time?
I went into hiding.
If
for
I
a
was so
while.
special to you, why have you never even bothered to reach out?
Because they would have found you through me. This is the longest that I have been able to not be tracked down. Perhaps this is why Spirit has guided you here now. Perhaps I will not be able to be hidden for long, so now is when we are meeting.
This is a lot. So you were there when I was made? Whatever happened to number 1, number 2, and 4? How many more were there?
Okay. These are very good questions. Let me continue and let me explain. There is... Okay. I am not very savvy with tech, but I saw that you have opened communications to the rest of your party, yes?
I did.
Then I will only have to explain once. There is a disease. It is called CFD. That is street term for it. It is actually cognitive fragmentation disorder. It is a virulent disease. There is no cure. It was everywhere. It spread so quickly. And the only way that we were able to get it to stop was through things like quarantine and other ways that have worked for viruses in the past. Like I said, there is no cure, statistically speaking. CFD is an AI-generated disease. Once one is infected, they become part of militant hive mind. You were infected with it. You were not the only one. The thing that we were never able to find a cure for CFD before is because it does not just infect the body. It does not just affect the mind. It infects the soul, the spirit of a person. And because of that, it literally eats away and corrodes away what makes you you. And it's not the cellular level, it's the astral level. You are the only individual that I was able to ever cure. And I think it was because of our connection. You do not remember because you are not trained in the ways of astral travel, but we had incredible experiences and conversations in astral realm together. And I think because of that mixed with the cure given is what ultimately had. You are the only known individual to have ever recovered from CFD.
So what you're saying is I come from the world, I had a family, I had parents, I had a life, and then I was infected and I ended up here in a tube, being tested on and then eventually cured. Because of you.
One does not need to be born and have family to still be worthwhile, special individual with family.
So, what am I? What am I? Was I made here so that I can be infected with a whole cohort of things like me, and then
Don't you
just
call yourself a thing? I will not.
What else
hear
am
that.
I? I don't know what I am.
You are Frayne. You are Frayne. You are so special, so unique, so loved.
You can't. So much of what somebody is because of the life that they've had and the history that they have and the people that they shared that with, and I have nothing.
You have life. You have history.
I have a history with you in another plane, but I have no memories of it.
And I am sorry for that. I knew that you would not remember most of it. I did not know you would not remember all of it. I did not want that hole in your memory for you. It is different for me. I see and know all of it.
Tell me about it. I want to know.
You loved comedies.
I did?
You did.
That's a surprise.
You would also find comedy in the darkest of stories that I would tell. Like the horror stories that I would tell you, you would find the comedy within them. It was
absurd.
Yes. You laughed so much at any of the stories that I told where it had rich people with getting their comeuppance. You in particular liked that. We both liked that. You cared a lot about justice when we would have our conversations.
Can I hold your hand?
And she comes over to you and she's standing, both of her hands.
I put my hands in yours. I heard your voice. I remember pieces of it. It comes to me in my dreams. It comes to me when
And you do remember something from the astral world. There is no way you could have heard me through that too.
Somebody recently told me that the past doesn't matter as much as the future that you're trying to live for.
What matters is the choices that you have made, the person that you are.
It's really hard to know who I am when I feel like I've been so alone for so long, but you're right, not alone. Hey, everybody, I want you guys to come back.
Mother, I'm just going to peek out the door and going back in. If you want to join. You don't have to.
We'll just go to the barn real quick.
Oh, right. I've been standing outside the bar. Freudian slip. I've been standing outside the barn, staring in, working up the courage to go in. And as I'm about to, I remember my dad hated smoking, so I put the cigar out, push the door open, and I see these magnificent beasts that I haven't seen in person in decades. And I approach slowly. I hold my hand out. Am I allowed to approach?
Absolutely.
And I put my head on its neck.
And it kind of lifts its head up and down.
I caress its neck. You're beautiful, you know that? I miss you, Dad. I miss you so much. I hope I've made you proud. And I'm gonna be seeing you soon. You, Mama, my boy. And I think to myself that I haven't said her name out loud. 75 plus years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Esperanza. I have never stopped loving you. I haven't looked at another woman in that way ever. Not since you. These people, they think they know magic. Magic is when you say my name, baby. Magic is when I say yours. I'm coming home, baby. I just gotta take care of a couple of things for me. Thank you. I exit the board, take my cigar out. Is this thing working?
Yeah, mate, we're all back inside. You better come in.
Yeah, you're gonna want to come in.
I'm on it. Hello.
You come in after you've taken my hand. I've sat us down, chairs across from each other. You were saying?
The night when they came for us, we were a full functioning lab. Many different experiments going on. Like I said, mine was particularly focused on curing CFD.
I'm gonna move slowly and as unobtrusively as I can toward Rio, slightly between him and her.
And then out of nowhere, all of a sudden, there is gunfire, there is explosions. Research assistants and other scientists that I had worked with for years just lying dead on the floor.
Screaming. Agony.
Yes.
I remember.
It was almost like it was some sort of sport
Saw
for
the
them.
blood. It was pooling. It was
And it was
awful.
everywhere.
Why did they come? Why were they doing that?
I don't know.
Who was supposed to stop them?
I don't know.
I saw everybody die.
There was one research assistant who helped me so much. Auden. She died trying to protect your tube.
I instantly flashed back to a memory of a body of a woman smacking up against the wall, sliding down, blood everywhere.
I think it was because of her sacrifice that your tube wasn't completely destroyed.
She was the shield she used herself.
Why do they keep? Why do you keep saying tube? What did I miss here?
I'm a scientist.
I gathered that much. What has that got to do with him?
My specialities were,
Can I catch him up?
yes.
This is where I came from. This is either
You're Russian?
Can't you tell by the accent?
Yeah. I think I'm.
The facility that was here, I was here. The dreams that I've had of me in the water, that was me inside of a tube because I was grown or made or whatever as a part of an experiment. I was a project, evil project. And this is the scientist that was in charge of me.
You work for Eva?
No, this wasn't by her choice, all right?
How are you the only one who made it out?
I was not the only one. It was myself and also Outlaw.
You watch as an astral blade apparates from his fist.
Wait. No. Real. Wait. No, she helped me. She's the reason why I'm alive.
But you made them and infected them with this. You made them to infect them with this disease?
My specialty was clone technology and also curing diseases. I was not here by choice, but I would find a cure for all that they had infected.
So they infected them.
I believe you. I believe you. I remember you were there all the time. I remember the stories, whispers of it, echoes of it, but How many?
Before me, I do not know, but I know how many during my time there, before the night of horror.
How many? He won't hurt you.
Yeah.
I stand in front of her too, right next to you.
An Outlaw. How do you know Outlaw?
The night of the massacre, Outlaw was there. Myself and Outlaw were the only ones that survived. I beseeched to Outlaw to take care of you.
Outlaw
This
worked.
was
The night of the massacre, yes.
I remember this.
was this here?
It was in the research facility.
Um,
So many died.
What side was Outlaw on?
I remember this name Outlaw that Trigger has told me in her story.
Was he working with you in the facility, or was he one of the infiltrators? Was he
He was
an aggressor?
he was suddenly there. And he saw Alden die, protecting your tube. He saw us fight. He saw me trying to repair your tube and failing horribly at it. Then he saw me trying to pull you out of your tube to try to somehow save you that way. And he helped me.
But if Outlaw didn't work in the facility, and if he suddenly was there, then he was part of the fucking team that was sent there to kill everybody. Which means you were too.
All you people do is lie. Play God. What gives you the right? What gives you the right to steal someone's life, their essence, their identity? Make it what you want. Do with it what you want. Do you know how many people lost their lives? Do you know how many children lost their lives because of you? You and this fucking corporation.
Hey, wait. Pops. You're living in the past.
You're not my son.
I am backing
I never
towards-
asked to be your son.
I'm backing towards Hammer as close to her as I can get and just leaning on her.
I'm out the door.
I follow him until I get to the doorway, and I look to him, and I look back to her. And I wish I can split myself in two and follow both of them, but I gotta choose one, and right now I choose her.
I follow Rhea out the door, but after my eyes catch Trigger's, and I run out.
I look to Trigger to see if I should stay or go.
I don't know. It was. I knew everyone on our team died. I didn't know what we were. I didn't know where. I did this.
No. No.
What?
There's more to this story that you are not telling us.
You did what?
I'm not even gonna look at her. I'm just gonna. Thank you for the bacon. And I walk out the door and just on the other side of it, and I see where everybody else has gone. I just want to see where everybody else has gone.
Where did you head, Rio?
I'm in the stable.
Rio, wait.
Yeah. What do you want?
She wasn't on site. She didn't know what the mission was. She just followed an order. She didn't see anything. She wasn't on site. She wasn't a part of it.
They're all fucking with shit they don't understand. We're collateral damage to these people. I lost everything.
Suddenly I fire my gun into the air. Yes, through the roof. I know I am inside. I apologize.
What the fuck?
And I run back in.
Whoa. I'm trying to get in between
This
anyone.
is my fucking roof.
Do I have your attention now? You come to me. You have mission. You ask me to help you with mission. All you do is talk. Is this what bacon does to you? You may have passed. We all have passed. We all have things that we wish we could not do, could undo. But you come to me with mission that all of you are united in. What do we do next? Let's go.
That better not have gone through my bed. It's memory foam. There is something that all of you should see. Especially if the one outside can calm down. I think a lot of things can be explained with what I have to show you.
It can't be worse than it is already.
I don't care about the past. I just want to know what the fuck is going on. Okay, I'm here. I'm alive. It took a lot of lives, a lot of experiments to make that happen, and so be it. Can't change it. But I want to know what the fuck is going on. Don't you? Don't
Show
you?
us. I don't know why you're preaching to the choir, mate. I said show us.
If you can get your friends back in too.
I had run in as soon as I heard the gun.
She heads over to a closet and pushes past a number of leather overcoats, stuff to the side, and pushes a button. And a door in the back opens, and it's an elevator heading down.
I knew this farmhouse looked too simple.
And too new.
I get in. Are we fucking coming or what?
It is large enough elevator.
I look at Rio, and I just step in.
Yeah.
I make sure I am ready with my weapons because I don't like this.
And I'm standing right next to her, like warming up my fingers because I've been outside, but I know I might need to type really fast very soon.
You all step into the elevator, doors close, and this cold, kind of pristine, but aged chrome is in stark contrast to the rest of what that farmhouse and this area kind of dictates. and it travels for what seems like a lifetime, stuck in your own thoughts. Finally, after some time, it comes to a halt, and the doors open, and you step into what appears to be some sort of little foyer area. All stainless steel walls, all quite clean, aged. Fluorescent lights flickering on and off. It appears that there's a door to the left, perhaps the restroom. And then ahead it opens up into a larger room, and you can see lights kind of flickering off instruments and displays. What do you do?
One good thing about the night of massacre is that I was able to get away. But that did not mean that I would stop trying to find a cure for CFD. I am determined to have it be more than just me. I want to be able to give this cure to the world. Once I find it again.
And how exactly you think you're going to test that this time?
It's not a this time, it is a continuation.
If you touch him, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off right here.
That is completely unnecessary.
Is it?
And then plus, Frayne is cured.
So what, do you have more people and more tubes?
Frayne, would you like to meet your brothers?
Yeah.
As you kind of walk into this larger area, you see that this is the kind of the hub and the main area within the laboratory. There is like a mechanical chair kind of up on a riser, and it's got cords and pipes coming out of it with all sorts of screens and implements kind of hoisted and mounted around it. You see kind of an area with a number of screens, and everything looks dated. Everything looks about a decade old as far as technology goes. You also see 3 data servers very specifically beside where the screens are, and they're blinking and seem active. Then on the far left wall, you see that there are 5 tubes, large tubes that are empty, filled with liquid, but empty. One of which, the third one, it has a hole through the glass, and there is like a spidered crack that is stretching across it. And it is empty of its liquid. Around to the left of the chair, there is a door.
Evil Corporation, when they aggressively recruited me for this project, I was given a number of individuals who they had cloned and they had infected with CFD. And it was left up to me to cure. Proceed further in.
As I walk past that cracked one, I avoid looking at it.
I was able to keep moving around to throw throw off their scent. It is a terminology, but I was able to do that so that they would leave them alone. I am finally able to spend enough time with them again to hopefully cure them as well.
Will you show them to us?
This way, Frayne. And family.
She walks up to a pad and places in a code, and the doors slide kind of open. What you see before you appears to be almost like a hospital barracks with beds and a variety of knickknacks and keepsakes. And so imagine a hospital that has been made to be as homely as possible. And inside, sitting on each of the beds, are 4 individuals who have a striking resemblance to Frayne.
Oh, jeez.
All in different forms, all with slightly different features, slightly different colored hair, some with beards, some with stubble, some clean shaven. And they all turn towards you and say, "Hello and welcome," all with one voice.
Holy shit. I start backing up out of that room as soon as that happens.
I know it is unsettling. I have not been able to cure them just yet, but they are not
That's the
militant.
That's the disease that makes them like a hive mind.
They all get up at the same time.
Can we shut that door?
They are not militant. They are not aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I'm not feeling comfortable with this.
They are not. This is.
But if it's a disease, is it contagious?
They are not contagious.
Mother, what's going on?
These are friends. These are friends. As you can see, one of them is your brother. This is Frayne.
I gather myself and I step forward. And
They all kind of walk forward and stand at the door, sort of in a semicircle.
Once upon a time, he was like you, but he is now just himself, which is what we are trying to do for each of you.
I start to, as I move back into the room and approach, get closer to them and take a closer look. I walk around. Go past Rio, and as I pass you, I say, "I never asked to be your son, but the second you offered it, I was willing to take it." And I go to my brothers. Get a closer look.
I am backing up, but also closer to Hammer and
stay close.
processing my understanding of computer viruses and AI and the fact that they are self-replicating and that their number one goal is to be sentient. And anything that would be in the way of that virus replicating itself and continuing to protect its host would likely be considered a threat, just like it would be in the immune system. And so all I see here is the potential for danger. I don't think this doctor knows what she's getting into. I think she thinks she knows viruses, but she doesn't know viruses. And I just lean back to Hammer.
I feel that the
Yeah.
trigger is very, very unsettled. And I have not trusted this woman from the start. And I just put my hand on my gun and I look to her because I'm ready to take them out if need be.
Where'd you get the DNA?
I did not get the DNA. They were already fully formed and infected once I was recruited.
Where'd the bodies come from? Do you know?
I do not know. I wish that I did,
What
because
is-
then I might be able to let their family know that they exist.
The closer that Frayne steps towards his brothers, the closer my hand gets to my gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The facility where you were doing this, this is it. Or is this nearby? The original. Yeah. This is it.
It made more sense to hide in plain sight. They would not expect us to utilize the
Mates?
same facility.
I don't know why we have this information, but this doesn't feel like a safe place for us anymore. This information came. You remember where it came from?
Yeah.
Doctor, I don't know if it's your fault. I don't know you well enough. I can't speak to whether what you're doing is right or wrong. I'm not God. There's no moral judgment here.
They got us.
But as far as what we did, we've been double-crossed before.
They wanted us here.
They wanted us here.
Wait,
Mother, what is going on? They all say.
I'm backing completely out of the room.
And you can tell actually that this is the only other people these have ever seen. This is the first time they've had any sort of human contact outside. of.
Yeah, and when I say they, I don't mean they.
Yeah.
I mean
Hey.
they.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty obvious.
That is interesting. How did you wind up at my door? At first I thought perhaps it was finally time, Frayne, to meet your brothers and for us to reunite. But how did you find here?
Evil Corporation.
We were given coordinates.
By outlaw? No?
No,
By who?
but not
No.
by outlaw.
Oh, by outlaw.
I can't
Yeah.
get a hold of outlaw. I tried to send him a message and it wasn't delivered.
We need to get out of here.
Is that normal for outlaw?
No.
We need to get out of here and
We
stop
want to go
talking.
back up now.
At that moment, you start to hear a tone come from the other room. You know that it is a proximity alarm that tells you of
Proximity.
intruders or people approaching the farmhouse.
Who followed you?
Oh, I don't know.
Whoever
did you
set us up.
Wait.
Who did you bring
We gotta
here?
go back up.
Do you know how long I have run? Do you know how long I've kept them safe?
Hammer. What
One,
can we do?
two.
You need to go up there and you
I
need to
will go
defend this
up.
place.
It is time to go. Do you
Yes,
remember?
Mother.
Do you remember how we are supposed to do once other people come that are not invited?
Yes, mother. Yes, we will go. And they all kind of like get into single file line and start to move out the door and start to go around the
Where
corner.
are they going? Where are they going? What are they doing? Can they
We-
fight? Have they?
They are not like you. They have not experienced the world to be able to combat and fight.
Where are they going? Are they getting out?
They
is this-
are getting
Oh, no,
out.
Hunter.
I am going with them. Frayne, you and your family are welcome to come as long as you do not compromise our position. They are very important.
I'm gonna go with you. And what are you all gonna do? Are you gonna let them get massacred a second time? Are you gonna come with us and help me defend them? If that's
Mate, I don't know how they found us, but if they found us, the
They
first
found
time-
us because we were fucking idiots.
Stop fucking yelling at me, you asshole! I'm trying not to get us killed.
Again, because you already did it once.
You will be quiet. I step in between the two of them.
You don't need to step
and
between
I
us.
spare
I mean,
you.
As you start towards the elevator, you watch as they're all kind of facing it, and then they all turn in unison and say, "Mother, the elevator has already risen." And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh,
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Woo!
That was episode 7.
I love it. Freaking love it.
Tune in next week for episode 8, the finale of Shadowrun Excommunication.
oh, hey. Hi, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
How's everybody doing? Everybody all right?
Yes.
That's good.
What else to react
Very
to?
good.
I don't react to that. Loud noise. I will
I
talk.
saw the dice go boof off the
That was
table.
That's fantastic. All right. Make sure that you head over to the Catalyst
We're still on
YouTube channel after this to tune in for the after show. We'll talk about everything that happened
What
here
is shit show?
and all of the rules and a behind the scenes look on everything. Make sure you check out the Pledge Manager for Takedown, Shadowrun Takedown, and you can search for that in YouTube. My brain is just doing all the things right now. Make sure that you take care of each other and that you love each other. We'll see you in a week. Bye, everybody.
We still love each other. Bye.